Mina from and Destiny. And of course, Monopoly, the bad character, also played on your screen. But of course, it's a weekly weekly roundup where we always make sure that we give you the roundup of, the stories right from Monday up to Friday. Yeah. And we do always spice it up. And guess what? Today we have one of the legendary. I call him, I call him legendary because in the music industry is one of the music cantor. Yeah. One of the music cantor. One of the biggest exports that Northern Uganda has ever given to Uganda. And of course, and East Africa, the world at large. That is the guy himself, but Adam. Yeah? Adam, aka Free Boy. Me, I love calling him Adam, than calling him Free Boy, Free Boy sometimes to me looks like, me personally. That is my own opinion. Calling him Free Boy sometimes to me, it looks like as if, I am... some kind of disrespecting him because I knew him as Adam and of course a Free Boy. These are just the interesting name, but I love the fact that today is here with us and we're gonna be breaking down the music industry, breaking it down completely. And of course, before that, I want to welcome all the viewers and of course the guys who are watching us from Soroti, Mbarara, Kenya, South Sudan. And of course, DR Congo, Gulu, all over Uganda. And of course, I want to say thanks a lot for, for tuning into your television. And of course, you keep your comment coming, both on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok at the same time. And of course, we're going to be using that against him. And trust me, he's well prepared for me and you, the viewers out there. But before that, let's first go to the roundup of the week. Over the week, a lot of stories has been moving around. Ava Peace claiming that she wants a battle with Sheba. And of course, as we speak right now, Sheba is still silenced. And according to her, she has already branded herself that the queen of new generation. That is Ava Peace for you there, TNS. She's at a TNS. And of course, I don't know whether she can fit the replacement of Sheba. Swag mama right there. Of course, she said that, over the week, that she wants a battle with Sheba. Look at the person who wants the battle with Sheba. This is a person who has not. That's why sometimes I do always say that, you see, the young upcoming guys, when they come, as they are coming up, once they have made some hits, once they have made some little name, they think that they are now big enough to battle these giant guys who have been there in the music industry. It's just like let me give an example. It's just like a rap kid getting up one day and he wants to battle Free Boy. It's just like rap kid, Eddie Topsy getting up one night that he wants to battle J.M. Kennedy musically. You see, that to me is one of the biggest disrespect. There was a time back, there was some rumors about Eddie Topsy battling Monopoly, the bad character. I believe, for me myself, I didn't see it right because by then Eddie Topsy had just broke had just broke through. And then Monopoly has been there. Now these two coming into a battle. Me, I didn't see it well. I love the fact that already music they took it upon themselves to say, it's not yet time. Round of applause to Orindi Music. And I believe that Orindi Music, as we speak, in terms of record label, here in Arua, I believe that is the only record label that I know for now. Though Buffalo Camp is also there, but with Buffalo Camp, I've seen a lot of things that, a lot of loopholes because as a record label, there are things you need to do. There are things you need to do to bring up all these guys. And if you're doing it, if guys are trying to do it themselves, like 80%, it's the guys themselves doing it, meaning that the ones who doesn't have the 80%, trust me, definitely, whether he or she likes it, you're gonna remain where you are. First of all, because you don't have the facilities, because before you get somewhere, you have to put something on the table. Then you can go ahead and do whatever you want to do after putting something like 80% on the table, and then the 20% can be given to you by the record label. So that's the reason as why it's my own opinion. I don't know how you think about that, but of course that is my own opinion as such. Nimedu kumaina mida wachunia we could win a bank chenka or binu chenga beach kumeni. We're making sure we'll mute you the weekly roundup. Yeah, stories mubeduka trending over the weekend. You know, the week story mubeduka chamongom over the week. Wa me story nema any. Mandog nimedu koma any what you could a lot of concert. We have a lot of concert that will be going down this very particular week, and today mark the last day to talk about those concerts. The first concert, it's Akisa. She will be doing a charity concert that is this very Sunday, 30th November, a charity concert to help the mother. You know, the mother is undergoing a lot of problems that need surgery. So she abruptly tried to organize some event for herself. She's calling upon her friends to go and support her. You know, go and attend the show. You go and attend the event to support the mother. You know, like I did tell you earlier last week, early this week, that mothers in our language, mother, you know, that is in where I come from. That's how we call mothers. And of course, mothers are the most important thing in life. So I call upon all the fans, you know, people, let's go and give her the support. It will go down at, that is Rosa Dynamis in Kampala. So all the guys in Kampala, all the northerners in Kampala, let's go and support the lady herself. And then away from that, we have Tumbaro Properties who are going to have their concert this very particular week also on 30th. We have Maya Keys, Maya Keys will be celebrating 5 years of the music vibe. Then there's also a tag concert by the guy himself, a Black Mamba, that will be going down in Angal. So we call upon all the guys to go and really give the support to all these people. Yesterday, we had VZD had his mixtape, and I wasn't there, but of course, people who were there, you know, we always get information sometimes because I was communicating with one person who was right on the ground. It was fine, and I believe that the next time will be better. You know, in this industry, you don't really give up easily. But for me, myself, it wasn't bad for the first time. And I believe that the second time, it will be good. And I love the fact that all these artists, you know, and the MCs that he invited went through, and they supported him, which is a good thing. So whatever kind of support that we need, you know, we always, it's just like a round thing, you know. We really need to be there for each other, and let's do the needful for a brother who is also trying to bring up, you know, to come up with a different art. So many things are happening, but before now, let's first go for a music break. And when we bounce back, because we want to have a lot of, you know, like that much time to talk about music. That is with the music legend. Yeah, with the music legend, that is but Freeboy himself. So for now, let's take it back, you know, for the music break. And when we bounce back, but remember, we are powered by Pepsi. So you can grab yourself a bottle of Pepsi and you enjoy your evening as we drive you today. This is the last Friday of this very particular month, as we shall be driving you, me, together with the guy himself, Freeboy. Let's go for the music break.
She told me she don't love me cause I'm locked up. With a man like me, tell you look fimbo.
And I cannot believe it, boy. Vamos a foto. Wanda kana kutamira, mama ngekwa tonto.
Hello, baby. Wano tonzeza macharo. Macharo, nzakambalo.
Oh, baby.
Mwana kwate simu. Mbosaba kwate simu.
Ongamba yewe ya sachingi. No kufa makwano sitopula yingi.
There ain't no call about stop the looking because it is you, girl. I am wanting it.
You say I don't want no, I don't want no, I don't want nobody like you. I don't want nobody like you. You say I need a man with a Range Rover. Yes, I need a man who can come over, who gives the love and take over, yeah.
Mutima gonna darling wako batsogola baby
Alright, welcoming once again from that musical break, and of course we had a very long music break of which, you know, here we are right now, and let me just not waste time, and we get straight to business. What's up, my brother?
I'm cool, bro.
Salaam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
You're looking nice, man.
Thanks a lot.
How is the going?
We're trying, we're pushing, slowly.
Freeboy, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first time. With me?
The first time on CHUKU CHUKU, yeah. I think no, this is the second time.
This
on
is the second,
CHUKU,
but with
this
me.
is the first time with you, yeah.
This is the first time with
Yeah,
me.
with you,
So how has it been generally?
Oh man, music is a journey, you know. It has always been a journey, and even right now, you know, it's still a journey. You know, we're still hoping for the best. You know, the hustle never stops.
Okay, as the hustle never stops, and of course, you know, I did say it like earlier on that you are one of the legendary guys that I know.
Yeah.
In music, I call you a music hunter.
Yeah.
And in music itself, you know, there's a lot of words that you know that determines you.
Yeah.
That so many people don't understand. But of course, as being the first time with me, really, I want people out there to understand who is this very particular Freeboy. And, you know, Freeboy, who is Freeboy?
Yeah, Freeboy is a West Niler, a proud West Niler. Freeboy hails from Yumbe. He's a Gea Govule. Freeboy is a proud West Niler. Though Freeboy cannot speak his language fluently. And that way he was quoted by his own people when he was on TV saying he can't speak his language. People misquoted him and started saying, hey, he said he's not a Lugbara. You know, information can travel in different dimensions, different ways.
True.
Here we can talk about something else, but when it gets offline, it goes in a different dimension, takes a different thing. But of course, I will never stop being proud of my people. Yeah.
True.
When they asked me to greet my people in Lugbara, I told them, look here, I can say yes, but I'm not that fluent. That is enough for your people to start crucifying you. You know? So I keep telling people, speaking Lugbara does not speaking Lugbara fluently or not knowing how to speak Lugbara does not take away the Lugbara in me or the Aringa in me. Yeah? Because we have people who are raised up in Kampala, others who were even born in London, Sweden. They're even more proud than the people living here who speak the language. Because the truth is, for a region to be remembered, the people need to be remembered before the region. Because you can't talk about West Nile without talking about Idi Amin Dada.
True.
You can never talk about Arua without talking about Nzikuru. Like it must have people that have a name, a brand, to remind them that, hey, there are people who come from there. By the way, Freeboy comes from there. That is enough. I don't need to speak my language fluently for people to know I come from West Nile. True. But the print media, you people were reading these new visions. You people were everywhere seeing people saying Freeboy from Arua, Freeboy from Arua. Was that not enough for my people to accept?
True enough. But of course, talking about that, giving an example, look at Salvador. He's a comedian, but he does his comedy in English, and Luganda. But he's a typical Lugbara.
And one of the biggest exports.
One of the biggest export that that Arua as West Nile has ever given to the country.
You know, and nobody is throwing stones at him.
So why is it that why is it Freeboy? You know, why is it Freeboy that people are throwing stones at? You know, we have so many people, who comes from northern Uganda.
Yes.
But some of them, they don't even speak the language. Like for example, go to Kampala. I've ever been to Kampala, where you see somebody is very proud of being a West Niler.
Yes.
But when you start speaking the West Nile language,
Yeah.
we have very many languages in West Nile, but generally Northern Uganda. But when you start speaking to them in that language, they divert you. You know?
Yes.
They divert you.
Yes.
But why is it free boy that it's always being thrown stone at?
No, you see, when you're living with people, or when you grew up like me, you know, I was in Arua. My career, though I was raised up in Kampala, my mother took me in Kampala when I was a baby, you know. I came to Arua in 2002. That one, most of my OBs, the Otelulus, the whose people know, I came in Arua 2002 officially. So all this time I was in Kampala. And in our home, even our setting, we speak Swahili, Luganda, and Runyankore. My mother comes from the West, you know. So there's really no time to start learning the language, yeah? But I love the language because I want to learn, I want to sing for my people in my language, yeah? And they don't know how much I love my people, but now here it is. When you grow up with people in such a setting, they are used to the fact that you're with them in that level, and they're okay with you being with them in that level. The moment you put your head up, it is a problem.
So they just want you to remain there with
And that
them.
is hate, yeah. That is totally hate. That is just people jealousing your success, people, haters, feeling like he was with us here. How comes now he's at the national level? How do we fight him? You know, people always tell you that, you know, Saj, you're good, but if you become good,
They will not talk
it is
about
a
you.
mistake.
It's a mistake.
Why are you good? And that is a very big problem with us West Nilers, yeah? We always want to tell you you're good, you'll make it one day, don't worry, you'll
And
be a star.
and if you're to make
the
it,
moment you become a star, that is another problem. Because we have low self-esteem. We don't believe in ourselves as West Nilers, as Lugbaras. We think a normal Lugbara should be a gate man in Kampala. A normal Lugbara should be selling funyo on the streets. A Lugbara should be in Kasamvu. A Lugbara cannot sing in English. A Lugbara is not supposed to sing English so good. A Lugbara should not be singing in Luganda. Luganda is just specially for those of Chameleon,
for those of Chameleon,
those of Fikfa Maika, the Bobby Wines.
the Bobby Wines.
You know, those are the people who should be singing Luganda. It is special. Lugbara should not sing it. But Luganda is just a language like Lugbara. Luganda is just a language like English, like what we are speaking here. It is a language. It has nothing to do with where I come from. You know, but it has everything to do with me making a statement out there and telling the world, guys, what Fikfa Maika does, I can do better. What Bobby does, I can do better. What Chameleon does is not new. We can also do it.
We can also do it.
You know?
So now, Bona Free Boy, how can we really change that mentality? How can we change that, you know, the mindset of our own Northern Uganda?
No, it is not a mindset. It is hate.
It's hate. So how can we change it?
We are basically affected by our history. West Nilers or the Lugbaras are affected by their history. You know very well that we are slaves. During the Anglo-Egyptian time, you know, we were taken under the Anglo-Egyptian in the Sudan. We were working in the farms, in the tea plantations. They slept with our grand
Mothers.
Yes, and this thing has affected us a lot. It came to a point where a Lugbara was asking, where do I belong? And that is where the name Arua comes from. Landlocked, we don't know
where we come from.
Where we come from. We kept on saying, who is a Lugbara? Yeah, we never had kings. We never had people. We never had people to stand by us and tell us, no, this is who we are. Then we were taken under Zaire, you know. Still we're doing the same thing.
The same thing.
Yeah, the Belgians were just using us as slaves, you know. You're sleeping with our grandmothers, great-great-great-grand.
After making them work
and everything. Like we got to a point where we hated ourselves. Lugbaras were just, everyone was standing for themselves. Everyone was looking for a way out. Not until we were brought back here by the British colonial, you know, under Uganda now, as part of Uganda. So you can tell history affects. It has got to a point where we became bitter. The bitterness comes from
our
back.
origin.
Yes.
Where we come from.
Yes, we need to just change the narrative, break the narrative and change things. We don't have to believe that we are nothing. You know, if we can pay 20,000, 30,000 to come and watch Shiba, who is singing in Luganda.
Why don't we pay 50,000 to come and watch Freeboy?
You get, but when Freeboy sings in Luganda, why is he singing in Luganda?
And yet he's a Lugbara.
Why do people fill up Santa Maria? Why do people fill up Santa Maria? Before you start pointing fingers at Freeboy, hey, that guy, he's singing in Luganda. He said he's not a Lugbara. Why do you pay for Shiba in
Who
Santa
sings
Maria?
in Luganda?
Who sings in, even who doesn't know you? Maybe even you, Freeboy, knows you. When you die, Freeboy will come for your burial. Shiba will never.
Will never.
You know,
but of course, this is what I've always been telling people. At a certain point, when I tried finger pointing at such kind of, I talked about our comedians,
Yeah.
Our comedians who are so much into English, and yet they are from Lugbar.
Yeah.
They are here. They struggle with their English accents, but they still want to do it. They are not perfect in that. Instead of being perfect in Lugbar, I was told that Saj, you are an Alur, forgetting that Alur is in West Nile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
That you are an Alur, you cannot come and lecture us. You cannot come and lecture us here. So me, I took it positive. You understand? Because I am somebody who analyze things before you take reaction.
Yeah.
You first analyze why did the person say so.
Yeah.
And if you come to a conclusion that it's not sensible,
Yeah.
you will just stay back.
Yeah.
You will not pop your nose again. And this is what we have been fighting. But of course, let's start the show officially.
Yeah.
We were just trying to do something. Bringing, actually, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you're catching us from, and of course, you could be catching us on YouTube, TikTok, on our different platform. This is the right time where you can also join us, by commenting, telling us what exactly you want us to do. And that will be the storyline of today, because today, for me, it's a Christmas. To me, today it's a Christmas. Today is a Eid, because as we end the year, and I don't ever think that before the end of this year, I will ever have somebody else who is bigger than Freeboy on this very particular set that comes from our own region, that is at Northern Uganda. So let's first go for the music break. Freeboy has a lot of music, but of course we just gave you a warming up. When we come back, I'm gonna give you the footage, full, without leaving a stone untouched.
And the news, free.
What a simple. You want the shot, you want the ladder. You want the ladder, you want the shot. Go on and ask whatever. Wait up, baby. Me like the way you want US. Me want to be your terrible West.
All right, I want to welcome you once again from that musical break. And of course, we're making sure ania wanyutu irilembe ndi kubankore kukore machuli wachania omergi nyuti lo eoni kore kikore pegi wet ginomo ma foot pegi guru kome dano mwen matiki neno akigulu kay neno moto tiki omego mamegwa magluoni Freeboy tila wemo maditi Northern Uganda kan Northern export moma Northern Uganda chwalo kere Northern Uganda kan chwalo kere Uganda at large central kede central kede chwalo no East Africa, then from East Africa or chwalo all over the world. And of course, as you see, we speak and we talk a lot each and every single time about Freeboy. So basically the people of Gulu here, the guy is on set with me. We are here to talk about the music itself. Yeah. Before we get to that, let me say first thing first. There's a song in Ginger that trended called In the Name of Sakata. Yeah?
Yeah.
There's a song that trended in Ginger In the Name of Sakata, of which it was a full version of Sabala.
Yes.
What happened? Did you sell the song to the guy, or did you give the guy the lyrics, or did you sit down on a round table and ask the guy to do it in his own version? Because I'm seeing guys are copying, you understand?
Yeah.
Guys are copying and nothing is done.
Yeah.
Remember some years back, Dr. Jose Chameleon and Firuz, they got an issue because of the beat.
Yeah, true. True.
You remember that one there when Dr. Jose Chameleon got an issue with So now, you as a Freeboy, what happened? Did you just...
No, inspiring people out there is a good thing. When somebody is inspired by your work, it is good. But when somebody is inspired and also crosses the line without your consent, that is a very big thing. It is not right to do it. So like if I like what you're doing, I'm okay with copy and pasting, but still
Credit has to be given.
Credit has to be given, yeah. So this guy, when I was doing my Sabala tour in Kampala, remember I actually stormed Kampala with Sabala. So I did tours everywhere. All these small TVs, big TVs in Kampala. I was doing a Sabala tour. And one of the guys, I think in Ginger, liked the song. He didn't know that actually back then I was in Victoria FM in Ginger. I'd already premiered Sabala in Ginger. So he actually changed the song because he's staying in Ginger. He thought people of Ginger won't know who this artist is, because I kept saying I'm from Arua. So he's like, oh, you're Arua, maybe we can just do our things. Yeah, they want to know. And when he did the song, the reactions from the people were like, he's called Obex. Obex. If you go on YouTube, you check for Obex Sakata, you will see on the video at last he said inspired by Freeboy, but that was after we had involved the legal team, action and everything, to see that we settle this issue. Yeah, so on the video he said, inspired by Freeboy. So I think it is really good to get consent as well. Yeah, it's not bad to inspire people, but we need to know that copyright and intellectual property is something that we need to respect.
We need to respect.
Yeah.
But of course, Freeboy, away from that, we are now getting into business. Freeboy, why do you think that music in West Nile and Northern Uganda? Let's talk about West Nile. Let's leave along Northern Uganda, because when you talk about Northern Uganda, we cut across the Gulu, the other side of Lira, and big. Northern Uganda is big. Yeah. Let's talk about West Nile. Let's talk about West Nile. Why do you think that the music is declining? Because as we speak right now, for somebody who knows music, you will know that the music is declining. Yeah. The music is declining in a way that a few, few are moving, but majorities are coming down. Yeah, I can mention names, but I don't want to mention names now. Yeah. You as a legendary person, you as a person who has KK of music, of course, you understand. Yeah. So what can you tell me? Let's first break it down. Like, why do you think the music is not doing well in West Nile? Should it be the ways that they promote the music, or should it be the content they give out? Because I've seen, I know you're somebody who knows a lot of things. Yeah. You know better than I do. You understand? You started way back before me. True. You inspired me to come into this industry also too. Thanks. We all look up to you. Thanks. That's why I call you the music hunter. Thanks. So should it be the content that we give? Because of late, guys are giving content that takes only 2 weeks. Okay. And the content is done. What I'm going to say is that, first of all, I want to credit the Madi artists. I think this year the Madi artists are actually trying so hard to break through the international scene. And I'm going to tell you people, if we're still sleeping, Madi is taking over the West Nile music. Madi is representing West Nile, not locally. The Madis have strategized themselves. As far as I can see, we have new Madi artists who are making rounds in Kampala on different FM stations. We have Aima. Aima is from Madi. We have a lady, she's very incredible with beautiful songs, She only does a chorus in her language, but the rest is English. And it's beautiful music. It's music from the soul. From the soul, And this is something that's behind curtain. These guys they are creating a movement that we are not seeing. What they are giving us here is the silly boys and the rest. The silly boys. There are guys who are behind here who are creating what they call a global. They're following up the footsteps of Joshua Baraka, And there's a guy called Uncle Runo, who is in the Joshua Baraka team, who recently did a countdown. I put these things on my status, but as you know, our people, they're so much into, we are self-centered. I'm sorry to say this. When it comes to the music business or the music industry, we love being self-centered. Chakula ya like we need to eat now, we are feeding off now. Yeah, we don't think of tomorrow. Yes, and the reason why Nigerians are beating or took the industry or the world, the global scene by surprise is because they were building in silence, and they were pushing guys in silence, while we were busy watching their Nigerian movies, the Whiz Kids. They were being pushed.
The Davidos,
The Runtown.
the Banky W's, the Rundowns were creating something new. Yeah. So I think this is something we also need to do. As much as we love home content, as much as we love folk music, yeah, because me, I call this all folk music. Yeah, it is folk. It is not anything that is gonna something that can relate internationally. At the end of the day, we need to blend. We need to bring in. This is what the late Mose Radio said: think international, sing local.
Sing local. But you're thinking
international,
international,
sing
but
local.
you're singing local.
You can think international by adding international concepts in your songs. Yeah, put some English, make it really international, make it something that someone from the UK, someone from the US can relate to. Yeah, but here it's about chakula ya sahi, mere ya lero, we want this today to dance.
Yeah, that's why I was like saying we sing songs that can only last for 2 weeks. 1 month, the song is nowhere on the scene.
Yeah, and on the scene, but the question is which scene? Because also that is very important. Because if you're doing music for the West Nile scene, then when are we going to have the Davidos of West Nile? When are we going to have the Banner Boys of West Nile? Like, don't we dream big? Don't West Nilers look at a bigger picture? Because that is my pain. What is hurting me is you sit there and listen to the radio, and all you're listening to, I am sorry to say this, is folk music. It's completely folk music. Like, where are the artists that wanted to? Where aren't we seeing what is happening outside there? And we seeing Joshua Baraka taking scenes. And we seeing people like Azawi's being prepared. That is why you see Azawi was now prepared for the international market. They were preparing him. Yeah, Joshua Baraka came in, and we seeing our neighbors in Kenya. Yeah, those of Bien, you know, Bien is doing great. These guys are going international, but they are thinking local, but they are singing international.
They are singing international,
and they are singing international, but they are still thinking local. That is why you see when you hear Sabala, you realize this life is very sweet. Oh. You still keep the international.
You spend the money.
Spend the money. Like
there's no tomorrow.
Yes. Think about how do you blend? How do you bring a local? I can perform Sabala in Yumbe. I can perform Sabala in Nigeria. But if I made Sabala more of Logbara,
you don't need to perform it here.
I will keep it around West Nile, and that is done. It will never cross. Now our people are saying, we want you to be a star, we want you to be a star. We artists should start thinking outside the box. I think that's what I'm thinking.
So that is the only way that we can penetrate the market.
Penetrate the market, because the market is very competitive. And secondly, we should understand the music business. What we are doing here is I don't know, it's copy and paste. It's guesswork. We are doing guesswork. The music is out there. Copyrights are paying. People are getting paid for their royalties. Spotify pays, YouTube pays, most of these nanny, they pay. I did a collaboration with a guy called Great Adams, who was considered for the Grammy Awards recently, until Burna Boy took the best global performance. But he was, and I put these things all over my socials, telling them, look here guys, if a guy like this, and the album that was considered he was actually nominated for the Grammys this year, but he never went through. But they were also invited for the pre-show to perform for the pre-show during the Grammys by Grammy Awards. You can imagine if that album, the Blessed Boy album, went through, I would be a Grammy nominee as well, you know?
True.
And these are things you do on the low. You people don't know, because even if you tell them, it is too much for them.
Too much for them.
You know?
But of course, you see, we're talking about music itself. We have a lot of things, you know, we have a lot of things to iron in the music industry before we get the other side. And of course, Freeboy, we are here to talk about you. Yeah. Freeboy, actually, you see, me, myself, so many people have been asking questions, yeah? When you release Kwatisimu, you released Kwatisimu at the wrong time.
Yeah.
And it was a big jam at the wrong time that did not, you put in a lot of money, but it did not give back your money.
Yeah.
Kwatisimu.
Yeah.
Then later on, something happened that, one of the artists consumed the song, as, like taking it upon themselves. We're talking about MTN taking it as a caller tune, working on that song,
Yeah.
you know, and you being left in dilemma.
Yeah.
How far, as in 2 minutes, how far has it gone? Because we have seen the other time Bruno K accused and Bruno K was paid. Why is it that it's always, why not us?
Yeah.
Is it because of the Lugbara blood in us, the northern blood in us? That's why we are not taken serious. How far? In 2 minutes?
I think we should not blame ourselves. We should not victimize ourselves. And I said that again. I keep on telling people, the reason why we are still where we are, or we are still going to be where we are, and the Bagandas or the other tribes outside there are going to be, you know, sharing the national cake or even eating off that, is because they don't live in, you know, they don't live their lives victimizing themselves. There's no room for blame games here. We are not playing, like, I am sorry to say, when the best are playing the game, when you know that this is the game that the best are playing, you just have to play the game that they play to become the best.
To become
play
the best.
the game that the best are playing.
To become the best.
Here in Arua, we start victimizing ourselves. Just because we are Lubaras, just because we are Lubaras, they don't care about us. For how long are we going to keep saying we are? What is wrong with the Lubara? There's nothing wrong with us. We have all the capacities of taking over the movie, you know, scene. We have all the capacities to produce big artists in this. But until we take out this low self-esteem, this kind of thing, we are just because we are Lugbaras. Even in the football teams, Unduparaka was big. But I remember one time, there's a guy who told me, there's no room for victimizing, of saying, hey, because we are Lugbaras, they're doing this to us. Until when? Let us play the game that the best are playing. If that is the game they're playing, let them play. Let us play them on their game. If that is what they want, let's play their game. Let's stop saying, hey, because we are Lugbaras. No, because no one has time
for that.
The world is moving at a very fast speed, you know. Now, you asked me a question, yeah, about the copyrights thing. Now it gets back to this. Unity. There is power in unity. We have leaders that know about my case. You cannot tell me they don't know. I've confronted so many leaders in our region here who don't give a damn about my case.
That is unity.
You get it? Eh? We have people who have a voice. Imagine if, I'm sorry, I'm not going to call names, but I just feel like I should first call names here.
Yeah, true.
If Honorable Anite, the minister, came out, yeah? If I'm just saying, yeah? This is just an example. If Atimali came out, if all these big top guys in the West Nile came out and saying, we want our boys' money, Free Boy must be paid. You think I can't be paid?
You definitely be paid.
You think they won't pay my money? Because they have all the capacities. They have the voice. They know they can do it. But ask yourself, why is the 700 not here? 700 million. It's because our leaders don't care. Provided it is not affecting them, it is not affecting their family.
They okay.
It is okay.
For them, they are okay.
It is each one for himself. In Arua here, it is a battleground. Each one for himself, God for us all.
God for us all.
You are crying. I know I have the capacity, but you know what?
Let him continue crying.
Let him continue crying. Me, provided it's not affecting me. And once it becomes a big deal,
you want to pop your nose in.
They want now to involve themselves. You know? And me, I'm going to be open. My money can come if only the leaders of West Nile come together. They can make that money come. There is no way that money can fail. You see? The president recently came to Arua here. We were denied access. If these leaders were organized, if our people were organized, the problem with us, we use emotions, we put feelings in everything.
Yeah, talking about that, talking about unity, I remember last time, I know it's so emotional and it's so touching, but of course, it comes back to us. We are the people, we are the leaders, we are the game changers. So, it's only us in West Nile that we still believe somewhere there. But of course, we know the people who are not representing us. You get? So, it's called upon us to react, to come up and do the right thing at the right time. So definitely we pray that even me myself from day one, you know that I've always, if I had the power, you know that if I had the power,
Of course.
if I had the power, by then the man would have been given a long time.
True.
Because of how we talk about it, because each and every single time when we try to talk about copyright, I make sure that we bring Freebo into that, so that the people who are going out there, they should also consume that and get to understand that we are really, we want something, you know, somebody from our area, from our let me say from West Nile, has been cheated, of which it needs to be worked upon. But of course, all in all this, like you said, it comes back to the leadership,
And unity,
and the unity.
Where we are even from the parliament. There's this unit. The leaders are not talking to each other. Like they come, they sit far from each other. Everyone is for himself. The kind of disunity we have as West Nile is very. I feel so sad when I look at these things. When Museveni came, that was a great opportunity, not just for the music industry, but for the film industry, for the youth, for the entrepreneurs, these youth that are creating jobs, that are trying to innovate, bring things. Our youth don't get chance with the president. Our youth have never gotten chance with the president. Yet the president, all along his tours, the president was sleeping at the presidential lodge, just next to the West Nile TV here. This is where he was sleeping. Yeah, there was too much time. He could come from Nebi, he still comes and sleeps back here. The president even slept here before the rallies. It was enough time for our leaders to come and say, okay,
he's here.
The music industry, sir, we want you to meet the youth of Arua. We want you to meet the music industry set of artists. We want to, but we never met the president. That was my only chance to stand and tell the president, I've been cheated, sir, because I come from this land. I've been cheated, my money. And trust me, that tour was enough for me to get my money, because that was the only thing I prayed for. That if all fails, if I get a chance, only a chance with the president, I will tell him one thing. I've been cheated simply because I come from this land. Sir, all I want is for you to rectify this. It can only take Museveni, the big man, only
1 second.
1 second to make a call and say, pay this boy. But our leaders and their disorganization, these people
actually,
decided
to cut you short, you see, our leaders sometimes they are so they feel like we are going to accuse them for the wrong things that they're doing to us. You know, definitely at the back of their mind that you're going to say something that will cost them their jobs. Yeah.
But then why do they do the things if meaning they know very well, they know what they're doing? And let me tell you this. We have a lot to do before we even start thinking of cleaning the music industry. The leaders play a very big role. The Nigerian music industry is influenced by its leaders. The government of Nigeria has invested a lot in the arts industry.
Time, you know, I wish we had I wish we had much time to talk about this. But of course, a free boy after Kwatisimu, people are saying that you have not, you failed to bounce back.
Yes.
Like after Kwatisimu, you did a song, Touch Me.
Touch Me Slow.
Touch Me Slow. Yeah. That was one of the biggest jam after Kwatisimu. After Kwatisimu, but the song did not do well. What went wrong, and why is it that a free boy has failed to bounce back? Okay. The free boy that we know that is the international free boy.
Yeah.
Free boy has failed, to
bounce back.
To bounce back. What could be the logic behind that?
Okay. So behind the scenes, people don't usually know that when I did Kwatisimu, I had a management behind my back. True. Because it takes a lot of, manpower, finance and all that, and teamwork.
Because when you look at a Sabala video looks like something of 40-30 million.
Yes.
You get?
I spent 25 million. I paid Sasha Vibes 25 million.
To do that Sabala video.
Just the video, the way you see it. It costed 25 million. And that is something, if you people have connections, you can call him one time on a live thing and ask him how much Freeboy spent. 25 million. For that video. Now you see how much has been put into the industry. People think it's just doing music and putting it out there. But there is what we call strategy. You need to put out a song. You need to use the right
Channels.
studio. You need to mix and master the song with the right producers, right sound engineers. The song has to be, you need to strategize the song. You need to copyright your song. You need to have a very good law firm. I had one of the best law firms in Uganda, which the legend Chameleon, yeah? They are his lawyers. The same lawyer to Chameleon, the same lawyer to The Good Life. He's called Luis. He's the one who did all my copyright and documentation of everything. Katende and advocates, So I had everything that I needed as an artist. The thing here is, in life, there are certain things you can control, yeah? Because even the person who was putting in the money got issues, He also needs time to reset, At the end of the day, also we had issues, my manager died, Tregi. And Tregi died after we had actually worked on Touch Me Slow.
Touch Me Slow, for sure.
And I tell people, music in Kampala is not like music in Arua. Here in Arua, one single artist, you can be your own manager, you can be your everything. Even with one audio, you can become a star. In West Nile here, just with audio, you are a star. You don't need to pay Saj. You don't need to pay the radios for interviews. Kampala, everything is money. Everything is money. There is nothing you can never talk, because that's the city. That's the marketing hub of Uganda. That is where the game is. So when we're trying
everything is paid for.
Yes. When we try to compare these things, we should also know that Arua, it is very simple. Even me, I can just put out a big song. I have Jamila with, I did a collaboration with Good Sticker.
With Good Sticker.
It's a big song. Does it have a video? But is it not a big song? It is everywhere around West Nile, everywhere. It even went up to UBC Kampala. I saw Otai playing it on UBC Kampala. So you can realize that in West Nile here, you
can make it big.
You can make it big even without a video, But these things, you don't do them in Kampala. Trust me, go to Machi India. You'll realize that there are artists that have more talent than the artists you people know about. Some of these big songs you people see from Shiba, from whoever, are written by some guys who are so talented in Kampala that the world knows nothing about. So that is how it is. Kampala is a different jungle. And Arua
where the strong one can survive.
There are baboons in Kampala. Here there are monkeys. Here they are monkeys. There
so in Kampala there are baboons.
Yes. So if you are a monkey here and you think you have balls, you go to Kampala and find baboons.
You see the real ones.
That's when you see the real baboons. Here they are monkeys. So this is, here I call it monkey business. Like here it's just anyone can become a star.
So the reason that's why you could not bounce back is because of the management.
Yes, finance. Because there Kampala is again, it is a different set of game. When you're there, the game changes. Now there, you are going to battle the chameleons. That's why you see when I released Kwate Simu, Chameleon had a song called Mbongo ya Nzambe.
Mbongo ya Nzambe.
That song that never worked because Kwate Simu was at its peak. So many songs were silenced by Kwate Simu. Until Kwate Simu went down, then yeah.
But of course, the time is not on our side. Freeboy has a lot of things to tell us. Freeboy has a lot of things to tell us. But of course, because of the time factors, we are really time limited. And we are talking about 18 minutes to the top of the hour. That is a 7. But remember, we are powered by Pepsi. You can grab yourself a bottle of Pepsi and you enjoy the evening as we drive you, me and Freeboy. So Freeboy, you have this is second phase of Aringa Festival.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The first phase featured Dogman.
Yeah, Dogman.
Yeah. If I can remember.
Yes.
This is the second phase of Aringa Cultural Festival.
Yeah.
How do you feel, like you person, being recognized the second in the cultural festival?
Yeah.
You being recognized as the second person. This is the second year of the festival.
Yeah.
But you as an artist, you don't sing much in your own language, and that is your home base.
Yeah.
And you have been chosen as the second artist, in that. So you as an artist, how do you feel? You know, is it a plus, or is it what exactly?
Apart from just the folk music that the Dogmans were doing, I brought pride to my people. My people feel proud that yes, I'm not just a West Nile artist,
But you are an
they
international.
have an Aringa artist who is doing it nationally and internationally. You know,
I love the fact that
yes.
they are proud.
And they're proud of that. My people have never let me down. So me, I'm like their pride. You know, like even if you people talk, we have Free Boy, who's not just a West Nile brand, but he's a Ugandan brand.
The Ugandan
that makes
brand.
my people proud. Yeah, and I can tell you people the truth. My people love me. Yumbe has always been
Home.
Yumbe is my home. That is where we come from. We are Gayas. My village is in Yumbe. Yumbe is my village.
The town
we are in
set
the
up.
city. Even the family is in the city there. That
The
is where
Yumbe
we
city.
live. Yes, that is where I live. That's where we come from, and that is where my dad and some of us will be buried. You get. So me being part of it is honor. Like I feel honored to be part of the Aringa Cultural Festival, and I love the fact that these boys are really organized. They have actually disapproved me that, you know what, it is high time we stood up and put something. Because there are so many cultural festivals. I think now it is the Aringa Cultural Festival and the Alur Culture. These are the cultural festivals that are working, that are really taking, you know.
Taking the scene.
Yes, taking the scene. I'm really happy for that. And then, yeah, I think that is it. Like, I'm really proud of them. Really proud of them.
But of course, it's good sometimes to be proud of where you come from. I've seen a lot of guys, sometimes they ignore and they don't give it back home. Yeah. We have seen a lot of artists who are doing it in Kampala, but they don't want to come and, come home. Yeah. Let me give you an example of a Twisky Finger. You know Twisky Finger. Yeah. Twisky Finger is an Aluru artist based in Kampala. Yeah. This guy he started here in Aluru, but then he shifted to Kampala.
He has a brother. The brother is a producer?
Yeah, he himself is also a producer, and also the brother is also a producer.
Renex.
So, Renex. He's a brother to Renex. So you see, it's very hard for him now to come back, because for him, he thought going back to Kampala, he was going to make it the other side. But only to realize that what you have just said right now here, Kampala needs money.
Kampala is just a different game.
If you're not a baboon, you will not survive in Kampala.
Yeah, you just come back and be fighting monkeys.
You can see.
Yes.
So now
they are baboons. They are baboons.
So now it's being, it has been so hard for him. But I've seen that he's coming to drop some concert. But I pray that it works out for him. So generally, we have seen a lot of artists who are coming. Yeah, a lot of artists who are coming in West Nile. The kind of music they sing. Yeah. They sing the kind of music, like I did tell you earlier, they sing the music that can only last for 3 months and the music is done. What do you think that these people should do so that they can sing music that can last, like the one of James Kennedy's, the likes of Black Harmony, because the likes of Bush the King, the Lucky D's, they have songs that can last like for years. And even if they don't release songs now, they can still be called.
Feed off their nanny.
Feed off their content.
Catalog,
their catalog. But when you look at the songs that we have right now here, I'm sorry to say this, Mamili, I don't really understand some of these songs. There are a lot of rockers in the music industry. What advice as a music cantor would you give to such? Because we have we have 5 minutes to sign out. What advice would you give to such kind of people?
Now, I'm going to say this. Music is art, and a mistake in art is still art. Even if you were drawing something, that's what they used to tell us when we were drawing. That
any mistake of an art is a design.
Is a design, So even the ones that are doing the bubblegum music or the music that you're talking about, it's still art, provided it is well received by
the audience.
By the audience, meaning they also want to listen to that. It is still art, and I give them their flowers, because it is hard to do a song that can relate to the crowd. But I also want to remind our listeners and remind the presenters that as long as we do that, as long as we are pushing that kind of agenda or that kind of music,
we shall remain within.
Yes, we shall always be where we are. There will be, because there is music that does not take you out. It just keeps you in. And if that is what we're satisfied with, then be it. Yeah.
And of course, a free boy. Then be it a free boy.
Yes.
You have been doing collaboration. You did with Good Sticker. You did with Eddie Topsy. You did a collaboration. I'm talking about West Nile. You know, what are you thinking of taking your music to northern Uganda, like Gulu, Lira, you know, Nebi sub-region, you know, the Greater Nebi? Because when it comes to music, Greater Nebi itself, you know, they love it's big and they love music. So what are you thinking of? You have not seen you doing any collaboration with the Madi artist, somebody from Kakwa I've not seen, but only you did with the Yumbe artist. And what are you thinking about those other people? Because really this now that you're home, you have always been home, you are home and you have always been home. What are you thinking of making your music, you know? Like you know, like Jem Kennedy has been doing. I'm sorry to give that example. Jem Kennedy went to Madi sub-region, hip hop, Aluri sub-region, 2 people right the other side. So what are you thinking?
It all depends on your target in music. It is not a must that an artist is supposed to do all that. It depends on your target as an artist. And I think Jem Kennedy is basically a West Nile artist. He's looking at West Nile, and that is not my target. So me, I'm not just gonna do music because, you know, people are doing it. I should also do what Kennedy's doing. My target is completely different. But I can do, you know, I can do music with Fifi because Fifi applies to my kind of audience and my target. Because I would say, okay, if I do a song with Fifi, I know how I can
grab the audience,
grab both my international audience, my national audience. So it is out of, you know, if this is where you want to be, this is where you want to stop, then you will work hard to see that you stop here. And whatever you will do, you want to be here. You don't want to go up. So if Jem Kennedy is doing that, he has gone to Nebi, he's doing with Nebi artists because he knows that is his target audience. That is all he wants to have. You know, everybody is comfortable where they are. You know, everyone wants to be where they are. And that is even what Lil Pazzo told me. Pazzo told me, you see Free Boy when they came here. Me, my music is for the locals. Me, I don't dream to be like Joshua Baraka. I don't dream to be like, you know, A-Pass. I even don't know anything to do with online things. I will do my evil things here, and it is okay. Yeah? Even if Free Boy dreams big, it is okay, provided that is his dream. His dream. Yeah? And everyone is entitled to their opinion, their dreams, their targets, their plans. Nobody brought you in the industry.
All right, nobody brought you in the industry. You brought yourself in the industry, and you bite what you can chew.
True.
Yeah? So bite what you can chew. That is from the music canter.
Yes.
Free Boy, you know, Adam, aka Free Boy. From me to you, it's a bye. And of course, it has been a wonderful time having this very beautiful moment with my brother Free Boy. You know, one of the legendary artists, one of the national exports that West Nile and Northern Uganda has had. I don't really know, but we are praying to have more. But I don't really know whether we can have it in the next nearby future.
Of course.
We pray. With Allah, everything is possible. So from me to you, it's a bye-bye. But before that, shout out to all the guys who have been watching us.
Yes.
You wanted to say something, yeah?
Yes, I wanted to let my fans, my people, I want to let you know that on the 20th December, I'm going to be performing for the Omega concert, the See You Tonight. When I see you tonight. We're going to be having the beautiful Omega.
But I don't know when that 20th will fall.
20th will be a Saturday.
A Saturday. But can she really come, you know, before that so that we can have a time together?
Of course, we can have a time together.
Like on Friday? Yeah. Like if she can come travel on Friday?
Even on that Saturday, we can still...
I know within your power, the power that you have.
Yes.
You can have, you know, Omega 256 travel on Thursday night and then Friday so that we can have this very particular moment again. So please, it will be a pleasure if I will put that upon yourself, then we shall communicate if she can travel so that we can have this very particular show because she needs the market here.
Of course, she needs the market.
She needs the market so that we can have on this very particular set where we can talk about music. You'll be there, she will be here, then I'll be here as we break out the music. From me to you, it's a bye. By 20th, I call upon all the guys to go and support Freeboy and Omega 256.
20th December.
20th December. See you tonight, and Sabala will be doing their, their action, missing in action. So from me to you, it's a bye-bye. I'll see you till Monday. Salute upon yourself.
And the news.
Free boy, way up on your